The following is a conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on August 12, 1976, in Tehran, Iran.
Manushanam sahasrishu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam vedi tattvataha. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. There are various grades of men, and out of many thousands, one may be sufficiently interested in transcendental realization to try to know what is the self, what is the body, and what is the absolute truth. Generally, mankind is simply engaged in the animal propensities, namely eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, and hardly anyone is interested in transcendental knowledge.
While this is going on, you cannot talk, then the attention will be diverted. You can later understand.
The first 6 chapters of the Gita are meant for those who are interested in transcendental knowledge, in understanding the self, the super self, and the process of realization by Jnana Yoga, and the discrimination of the self from matter. However, Krishna can only be known by persons who are in Krishna consciousness. Other transcendentalists may achieve impersonal common realization, but this is easier than understanding Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Person, but at the same time He is beyond the knowledge of Brahman and Paramatma. The yogis and jnanis are confused in their attempts to understand Krishna, although the greatest of the impersonalists, Sripad Shankaracharya, has admitted in his Gita commentary that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But his followers do not accept Krishna as such, for it is very difficult to know Krishna, even though one has transcendental realization of impersonal Brahman. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The
subject matter itself is difficult. Therefore, ordinary person or a little advanced person cannot understand. And unless one is fully aware of Krishna, one cannot become business master. The subject matter itself is difficult. Therefore you don't find many spiritual.
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes, the primeval Lord Govinda. Vishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarvakarna Karana. It is very difficult for the non-devotees to know Him. Although non-devotees declare that the path of bhakti or devotional service is very easy, they cannot practice it. If the path of bhakti is so easy as the non-devotee class of men proclaim, then why do they take up the difficult path? Actually, the path of bhakti is not easy. The so-called path of bhakti, practiced by unauthorized persons without knowledge of bhakti, may be easy, but when it is practiced factually according to the rules and regulations, the speculative scholars and philosophers fall away from the path. Srila Rupa Goswami writes in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidhim Vina Akantiki Hare Bhakti Utprataya Vikalpate. Devotional service of the Lord that ignores the authorized Vedic literatures, like the Upanishads, Puranas, Narada Pancharatra, etc., is simply an unnecessary disturbance in society. It is not possible for the Brahman-realized impersonalist or the Paramatma-realized yogi to understand Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as the son of Mother Jashoda or the charioteer of Arjuna. Even the great demigods are sometimes confused about Krishna. Muyanti yat suraya, mam tu vedana kashana. No one knows me as I am. the Lord says, and if one does know him, then Samahatma Sadhurava. Such a great soul is very rare. Therefore, unless one practices devotional service to the Lord, he cannot know Krishna as he is, Tattvatā, even though one is a great scholar or philosopher. Only the pure devotees can know something of the inconceivable transcendental qualities in Krishna, in the cause of all causes, in his omnipotence and opulence, and in his wealth, fame, strength, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation, because Krishna is benevolently inclined to his devotees. He is the last word in Brahman realization, and the devotees alone can realize him as he is. Therefore it is said, Atak Shri Krishna Nama Dina Bhavet Grayam Indriyat Sevan Mukehi Jivado Swayameva Spurachadra. No one can understand Krishna as he is by the blunt material senses, but he reveals himself to the devotee, being pleased with them for their transcendental loving service unto him.
These words, Ajan, what is the meaning of this?
Allah, God is great, God is great, God is great.
Jang Brahma Bhagavanda Ruddha Sannanti Dibbhai Sabai Vedai Sagna Padakrama Parisadai Gayanti Jang Savaga Dhyana Avastita Tadgati Navanasa Vatsanti Jang Yogina Tatsantangana Vidus Sura Suradara Divaya Tasmai Namaha. Vedic prayer. Jasantagana Vidus Sura Suragana. Jasantam, the glories of the Lord, unlimited. So nobody can go to the limit of his glorification, either the Sura or Asura. The demands are the demigods, nobody can reach. But he is glorified by the demigods like Jangal Brahma, Lord Brahma, Shiva, Baru, the predominating deity of air, fire, Lord Brahma, everyone worships him. Jang Brahma, Varunanda, Ruddha, Stunnanti, Dibbhai Sabai, by glorified prayers and Gayanti Jana Samaga, Vedai Sangha Padak Upakka, Upanishadai, Vedai, by Vedic hymns, by Upanishad, by Vedic literature. Gayanti Jang Samaga Dhanavastita Tadgati Namanasa Pastanti Jang Yogina. The yogis in meditation try to find out him within the core of the heart. Tasantangana Vidhu Sura Suragana Jivaya Tasmai Nama. It depends in the action. Depend is in action.
Yes.
So far prayer is concerned, God is great, accepted, either by the Christian or the Mohammedan or the Hindus or the followers of Vedic principles. Now, God is great, glorify Him, and that is the business of human life. That they are not taking. Practically. That is it. And that is to be done. Brahma Jignasa. Brahma means the great. Vyaktat, Vinanattat, Iti, Brahma. Brahma means the greatest. Now, here we get the information, God is great. So, naturally, one should be inquisitive to know how he is great. And that is human. Athata Brahma Jigyasa. It's like if I introduce, here is a gentleman, very rich. So naturally the next inquiry will be, how is rich? What is the position that he is very rich? These inquiries are natural. If I simply remain satisfied by hearing that he is rich, that is also good. You have got some respect. But if you know how he is rich, to what extent he is rich, then your respect will be increased.
Your love also.
Yeah, if I understand that he is rich, I may consider, well, I have got $1,000, so he may have $100,000, that's all. But if you understand that he has got millions and millions of dollars, then you will appreciate, oh, so rich. Then your regard for him will increase. That is not being done. Stereotype. God is great. How is great? To what extent he is great? What is his greatness, activity? If you know more and more, then your regard for God will increase. But that they are not. Simple officially, God is great, God is great. No jigyasa, no inquiry. Athata Brahma Jigyasa. One should be inquisitive. Jigyasu se uttamam. Tasmat gurum prapaddeta. Jigyasu se uttamam. One who has become inquisitive of the uttamam, the most exalted subject matter, he requires a guru. Otherwise, who will answer his inquiry? Tasmat gurum prapaddeta jigyasu. If he is not jigyasu, has the need of guru, and has the question of advancement. He must be jigyasu. And that is, people are not interested. Officially, go to church, go to mosque, go to temple and do something, then lock it and go to your own business and do whatever you like. No discrimination, not serious. Not very serious. One who is serious will inquire. Otherwise, the formula is all right. God is great, there is no more greater than him. And inquire, how is great? Oh, thank you. Yeah. But therefore society is required, association is required to inquire. Satan prasangarma vijja sangvira bhavandirit karna rasana kathaye. There is need of association for discussing how God is great. That is needed. Jigyasu se uttamam. Unless one is inquisitive. Sarmaji, you can come here. So, that is the simply we should not remain satisfied to understand, that is not proper understanding. Officially, God is there. Now, try to inquire how great He is, why He is great. Then your regard for God, the devotion for God will increase. And because we do not inquire how God is great, therefore cheap gods are coming. Any rascal he is as God. Because we do not know actually what is God. But if you inquire about God, if you go through the Shastras, as it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Jasyaika nishasita kalamathavalamba jivanti loma vilaja jagadannanatha Vishnu mahanasa yajasya kalavisesha govindamadi Jasyaika nishasita kalamathavalamba, the breathing period. We have got idea, breathing period. Within second we are having 2-3 breathing. So, within the breathing period of Mahavishnu, innumerable universes are coming out. This is greatness. How great is God, it is some idea. That within the breathing period, innumerable universes are coming. We cannot conceive of one universe, but we get the information that innumerable universes are coming out during the breathing period. Jasyaika nishasita kalamathavalamba jivanti loma vilaja jagadannana. That Mahavishnu, just a kalavisesha, part and plenary portion. Govindamadi. So when you speak all these things, they will take it mythology. And a chief god comes, will accept. Oh, yes, God. This is the point. Do not try to understand that actually God is great. How great He is. That is called Kupamandukna, Dr. Frog's philosophy. Dr. Frog is within the well, 3 feet length and breadth. He is thinking this is the ultimate reservoir of water. And when he is informed there is Atlantic Ocean, he simply calculates, all right, this is 3 feet, it may be 6 feet, or it may be 7 feet, all right, come on, 10 feet, he is going away. So God is not like that, within our calculation. In the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna was speaking about the Vibhuti Yoga, he was speaking, I am this amongst these. Find out this Vibhuti Yoga, 12th chapter.
You want to be last first?
No, go on. But he said, I am this amongst these, like that.
Just English?
Okay.
I am the Self, O Buddha Acacia, seated in the hearts of all creatures. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. Of the Adityas I am Vishnu, of lights I am the radiant sun. I am Marichi of the Maruts, and among the stars I am the moon. Of the Vedas I am the Samaveda, of the demigods I am Indra, of the senses I am the mind, and in living beings I am the living force, knowledge. Of all the Rudras I am Lord Shiva, of the Yakshas and Rakshasas I am the Lord of wealth, Kubera. Of the Vasus I am fire, Agni, and of the mountains I am Meru. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. the Lord of devotion. Of generals I am Skanda, the Lord of war, and of bodies of water I am the ocean. Of the great sages I am Rigu, of vibrations I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa, and of immovable things I am the Himalayas. Of all trees I am the holy fig tree, and amongst sages and demigods I am Nara. Of the singers of the gods, Gandharvas, I am Chittarata, and among perfected beings I am the sage Kapila. Of horses to know me to be Uttashrava, who rose out of the ocean, born of the elixir of immortality. Of lordly elephants I am Airavata, and among men I am the monarch. Of weapons I am the thunderbolt, among cows I am the Sarabi, givers of abundant milk. Of procreators I am Kandarpa, the god of love, and of serpents I am Vasuki, the chief. Of the celestial Naga snakes I am Ananta. Of the aquatic deities I am Varuna. Of departed ancestors I am Aryama, and among the dispensers of law I am Yama, the lord of death. Among the Daitya demons I am the devoted Prahlad. Among subduers I am Time. Among the beasts I am the lion. Among birds I am Garuda, the feathered carrier of Vishnu. Of purifiers I am the wind. Of the wielders of weapons I am Rama. Of fishes I am the shark, and of flowing rivers I am the Ganges. Of all conditions I am the beginning, the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. Of all sciences I am the spiritual science of the self. Among logicians I am the conclusive truth. Of letters I am the letter A, and among compounds I am the dual word. I am also inexhaustible time, and of creators I am Brahma, whose manifold faces turn everywhere. I am all-devouring death, and I am the generator of all things yet to be. Among women I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience. Of hymns I am the Brihat Sama sung to the Lord Indra, and of poetry I am the Gayatri verse sung daily by Brahmins. Of months I am November and December, and of seasons I am flower-bearing spring. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. Of the descendants of Vrishni I am Vasudev, and of the Pandavas I am Arjuna. Of the sages I am Vyas, and among great thinkers I am Ushana. Among punishments I am the rod of chastisement, and of those who seek victory I am morality. Of secret things I am silence, and of the wise I am wisdom. Furthermore, Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being, moving or unmoving, that can exist without me. Almighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Know that all beautiful, glorious, and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. For what need is there, O Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe.
Yes, this is good. So we should not simply be satisfied God is great, we must try to know how great He is. Then our God consciousness will be picked up. You don't like?
It's very beautiful.
That people are not interested. Only officially chanting, God is there, that's business. You try to understand. Adhata Brahma Jigyasa. This is Vedanta Sutra. Jigyasa, go, inquiry. Be inquisitive. Jigyasu se uttama. Tasmat gurum prabhaddeta. Jigyasu se uttama. So one should be inquisitive. That is human life. And as soon as you become inquisitive, you become aware of God more and more, then your devotion increases. That is one.
said that you have a blind faith.
Blind faith?
You should have a faith in your God. But when you are inquisitive and you keep asking more and more and more.
Now who says that you keep blind faith? Who says?
You should have faith.
Huh?
In God, should have faith.
No, God. It is not blind faith. God is there, you have to accept. It is not blind.
Means give up, give everything, surrender, which we were talking day before yesterday. When we surrender, that means we don't ask any question.
Yes.
So when we are inquisitive, then we ask more questions. How do we blend these two things together?
The blind now, God says that idam te jnanam prakyatam guhyam guhyataram maya. Find out me.
Idam se guhyatmam pravishani.
Idam te jnanam prakyatam. That verse the other day discussed, Jatechasi tathatu, what is that verse?
18th chapter.
Huh?
18. Jaidanam paramam guhyam.
Iti te jnanakyatam guhyataram maya vimrishyatad asheshanam yatechchasi tathakuru.
So there is no question of blind faith. Here it is said that I have explained to you the knowledge, confidential and most confidential. Now you consider about it, and after due consideration, then do whatever you like. But if you actually appreciate that there is God, here is Krishna, so whatever he is saying, it is all right. Sarvam etam vitang manne. There is no harm, even if you accept his word blind, there is no harm. But otherwise, if you don't like to follow blindly, then consider what is instructed, and then whatever you like you can do. Both ways are there. But if you have faith in God, God is saying this, I must do it. That blind faith is as good. Although it is blind faith, it is the fact. Actually it is not blind faith. It is full faith in God. God is speaking this, I will accept. Some Mahatma Sujilyo. That is the position of Mahatma. Although such Mahatmas are very rare. But one who accepts this fact that God is speaking, well, let me accept it, without any consideration. That is as good as you accept. If gold is real, something real gold is offered to you, you accept it blindly or by checking it. The result is the same.
But being inquisitive again and accepting.
Inquisitive means one who does not accept that here is a person giving me gold. He is very good man. He will not cheat me. Then you accept it. But if you have no such faith, then you take it. But real gold, either you take in blind faith or by checking, the result is the same. Now it is up to you. If you believe Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he says, he is the Supreme Person. Matta parataram nanna kinti jasti dhananjaya. That's a fact. But if you don't believe it, then check and consider upon statement and then accept. Two ways are there. Why people are misled? They do not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality. They are taking Bhagavad Gita in their own way. So, why they should take Bhagavad Gita in their own way? That is not good. If you want to speak something better than Bhagavad Gita, you speak separately. Why you misinterpret Bhagavad Gita? Our preaching process is that you take Bhagavad Gita as an instruction that is perfect and you will be happy. This is our Krishna consciousness movement. Don't try to interpret it. Don't try to exact some meaning of your choice. No, that is not good. You take it as it is, you will be. Now, if you take it that it is spoken by Bhagavan, Swayam, then it is blind faith. It may be blind faith, but it is right. If you don't want, then Krishna says, iti te jnanam prakhyatam guhyad guhyataram maya. Then you check it by your knowledge. Jatechasi prakhyatam. Both ways you can accept. Therefore, we have to follow Mahajan. Our knowledge is always scanty. So, Mahajana jena gatasya pantha. That is the way. Tarka pratishtha. Tarka by argument, he will never come to the conclusion. Sutaya Bibhinna, there are shastras for different persons in different ways they are presented. So they appear to be contradictory from one another. Not contradictory, at least different from one another. Sutaya Bibhinya, naso manijasya matanga bhinnam. And a great philosopher is not a great philosopher, he does not present a different view. So therefore, the spiritual essence is very confidential. Dharmasatattang nihitang bodhaya. Therefore we have to follow the Mahajan, great personality. That is the system, Vedic system. Guru Parampara. So that Parampara is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Mahajana. Krishna says, Imang Rajarsayo Vidu, Rajarsi, Mahajan. Mahajans are explained also. They are like Prahlad Maharaj, he is Mahajan, Bali Maharaj, Mahajan. Brahma Mahajan, Narad Mahajan, Lord Shiva Mahajan, Bali Vaiyasaki Vayam, Janak Maharaj. So you have to follow them, Mahajana Jina Gatasya Pantha. That is recommended in the Bhagavad Gita. Evang Parampara Praptam, Evang Raja Sayogi. So, there is no question of blind faith. if we follow the Mahajan example of the authorities, then our life is okay. And Guru means he is Mahajan, or follower of Mahajan. So we have to select the Mahajan process according to our process. We follow the Brahma Sampradaya. And Brahma is one of the Mahajans. The Brahma has his disciplic succession, parampara. Brahma's disciple is Narad. Narad's disciple is Vyasadeva. And Vyasadev's disciple is Sukadeva Goswami. In this way, we come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disciple, the 6 Goswamis. Then others, then our Guru Maharaj. But the same thing we are speaking. Mahajana Jena Gata Sapanta. We are not manufacturing anything. That is the Guru Parampara system. And if we follow strictly the line of Mahajan, then there is no question of mistake. It is not blind faith. The superiors are following, and we are also following. Of course, there are books, there are everything. Jyotishriti, Purana, Panchurasri, Vidhi. Everything is there. So there is no question of being mistaken. The guide is there. The spiritual master is there. No, there is no division. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahajana Jena Gata Sapantha. That is the best way. Follow the Mahajan. Unfortunately, the Mahajans, without following Mahajan, everyone is becoming Mahajan in his own way. And that is being supported. That you manufacture your own way of spiritual progress, that is all right. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. And that is going on. You can manufacture in your own way. And there are thousands are coming manufacturing their own way and spoiling the own. That is it. Otherwise there is no division. Mahajana Jena Gata Sapanta. We are therefore requesting people that don't be misled. Here is the greatest Mahajan, Krishna himself. We follow his instruction. It is very easy. There is no complication. This is our program. But we don't make any compromise. Why shall I make compromise? If we are presenting the right thing, why shall I make compromise with something wrong? Boliye Sanat. If we are confident that we are presenting the right thing, why shall I make compromise with the wrong thing? माता जी आप कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं क्या बात? हैं? You are intelligent. You can say if I am saying something long. Our culture has been spoiled by interpreting wrongly Krishna's word. Bharat Bhumi, Punna Bhumi, still our thousands and millions if there is Kumbh Mela, millions of men are coming. Whenever we hold some Krishna consciousness meeting, daily 20,000, 15,000, 30,000 men come. The spirit is there. Unfortunately, that is being artificially depressed. But it cannot be done. The Punna Bhumi, Bharat Bhumi, it will go on. But the unfortunate thing is that the clear thing is there and that is being misinterpreted and people are misled. That is the difficulty.
जीव को किस बात का ज्ञान हो जाए कि स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ लीड करने से मुझे ये लाभ होगा, तभी वो मटेरियल लाइफ को छोड़ने के लिए तैयार है।
तो इतना मूर्ख हो गया, वो जानता ही नहीं उसका किस तरह से लाभ होगा, और न तो जानने को लिए तैयार नहीं। जैसे भगवद गीता बताते हैं कि मनुष्यानाम साहसेषु कच्चित् जदति सिद्धये, तो क्या बताते हैं? दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, दे आर सिंपली इंटरेस्टेड ईट ड्रिंक बी मेरी एंजॉय। You are telling what that they will. First of all, let us become rich like Americans, then we shall talk of Krishna. When they go to preach about Krishna consciousness, the people say that we shall think of Krishna later on. In India also they say that we are now poverty stricken. Let us first of all become rich and then we shall think of Krishna. They say they are not interested. They think to become rich is more than understanding Krishna. That is the position. Because they are not interested. They say frankly that we are not interested. Why do you bother? They say, why do you bother? Why do you come here to preach Krishna? How much difficulty you can just understand. They are not ready to hear about it. And our leaders say, all these shastras now throw away in the water.
Do you think deep-rooted Indian culture and religion will ever have a sort of degradation, or will it continue?
Continue because if you remain like animals, it will continue. If you become human being actually, then it will stop. But we want to continue as animal. That is the present position. The present civilization is based on animal platform. Jasyatma buddhi gunapeti dhatuke sadhikkalapradishu bhavamujyati jattirtha buddhi salilena kariti janesu avidya saeva gokhara. Gokhara. Gokhara means animal. Go means cow, khara means ass. So jasyatma buddhi gunapeti dhatuke. Anyone who is thinking that I am this body composed of kapha pitta vaya, saeva gokhara, is animal. Now we analyze everyone. Everyone is thinking that I am this body. I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am this, I am that. All the bodily concept. So if you continue this bodily concept of life, then you remain animal. And if you take Krishna's instruction, Krishna's first instruction is, find out this one, asakyananusutastang pradyavadang subha kata sunagata samsa nanusutanti pandita. This is Pandit, who does not think seriously about this body. He is Pandit. And everyone is thinking seriously about this body. Then who is Pandit? Or Saeva Gokhara, or cows and asses. So if you keep yourself as cows and asses, then where is civilization? Where is advancement? Find out this now.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Shokshanan Vishosastvam Pragyavadam Subhashase Gatasuna Gatasunshta Nanum Shochanti Bandita. The Blessed Lord said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. The Lord at once took the position of the teacher and chastised the student, calling him indirectly a fool. The Lord said, you are talking like a learned man, but you do not know that one who is learned, one who knows what is body and what is soul, does not lament for any stage of the body, neither in the living nor in the dead condition. As it will be explained in later chapters, it will be clear that knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both. Arjuna argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics or sociology, but he did not know that knowledge of matter, soul, and the Supreme is even more important than religious formularies. And because he was lacking in that knowledge, he should not have posed himself as a very learned man.
Yes. He was posing himself as the body. He should not consider himself as a learned man. Nanu Sochanti Pandita. Then,
as he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was consequently lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. The body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore the body is not as important as the soul. One who knows this is actually learned, and for him there is no cause of lamentation, regardless of the condition of the material body.
The people are not aware of this thing. Neither they are interested to know that the soul is more important than the body. This is the beginning of our Gita. Still, they are placing themselves as learned scholar in Bhagavad Gita, but sticking to the body. And one who is sticking to the bodily concept of life is no better than Saeva Gokhara. The whole civilization is going on this understanding of body. And then Krishna begins that instruction, Dehinasmin Desadehi Kaumarajo Vanamjara Tatha Dehantara Prapti. That is very vividly explained. That the soul is important because it is eternal. Na hannate hannavane sarire. Don't think by the end of the body the soul is absent. It continues and it accepts another body. Tatha dehantara prapti. Viva sattva. So who is caring for this knowledge? Suppose I have got it is a fact, we have to change this body. But what body I am going to change? Who is considering? He is thinking of this body. But he has to change. The science is there, but nobody is caring to know it. And still they are proud of their education. And Krishna condemns. Nanu sosanti pandita. So they are keeping themselves on the bodily concept of life and posing themselves as pandits. This is it. A person identifying himself with the body is Gokhara, and he is posing himself as pandit. This is it. The whole education is to realize that I am not the body. I am soul. Aham Brahmasmi. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna. Then he will be happy. Nasodate na kankati. Samas sarvesu. Madhvakti ravate paraham. Everything is there. You cannot become a learned scholar, a learned leader from the platform of Gokhara. That is the defect. Tatha dehantara prapti. This is the first instruction. Who is thinking that what next body I am going to accept? Nobody is interested. They say after finishing this body everything is finished. And Bhagavad Gita says, na nate annamane sarire. Then what kind of pandit is? Bhagavad Gita says, na nate annamane sarire. Nitta na jayate na mriyate va kadachi. And soul is immortal. Antavat tuime deha. The sharir is antavat. Perishable. Nitta sokta sharirina. Who is considering it? If I am eternal, if I am not going to die, even after the annihilation of the body, then the next question would be Jigyasu. Then what will be my next position? What kind of body I am going to get? That is intelligence. Nobody has this intelligence, and he is passing as pandit. Big professor says, Swamiji, after death everything. I went to Moscow. There is a big professor, Kotovsky, Indology professor. So we had some talks. He does not believe transmigration of the soul. And he is a learned scholar. And everyone will find that. The same atheistic philosophy, Rinam Krityapitam Kritet, Javat Jive Sukham Jivet, Bhasi Bhutasya Devasya, Kuta Punaragavana. Yeah, enjoy life. I have no money. Rinam Krityapitam Kritet. beg, borrow steel, bring ghee, and prepare nice preparation and enjoy. Srinam kritta kritam kritam, javat jive sukham, so long we live and enjoy. I will become indebted, then I will act sinfully. Vasibhutasya devasya kuto punuragam. Your body will be burnt and everything finished. This philosophy. But Krishna says, na annate annamane sari. The body is burnt, don't think that you are burnt. You are living. Tathadaya handaram prana. Who is caring for? Nobody cares. And still they are passing as pandit, philosopher, scientist. This is the misfortune of the present civilization. A person who is equal to Gokara, he is the teacher, he is the philosopher, he is the leader. Rajathan Vairupaniyawana Sepi Satantra Ulam Nibadhya Nati Vidushan Vatim Vishnu Durashayaji Vairattamani. People are running like anything in the street. Vairattamani. They are thinking that this civilization having nice roads and streets and number of cars and running here and there, this is Vairagya. And they do not know what is the goal of life. And if you ask the goal of life, what is the goal of life? After death, everything is finished. Let me enjoy. Dinam Gupta. Beg, borrow, steal, bring money and enjoy. Tatha dehantara prapti, if by his activity he is going to be a lower animal, next life, then what is the value of his so much busyness and activities? Therefore they do not believe in it. Close the eyes. Never mind, what is the danger in front?
It is convenient for them to...
Not convenient, foolishness. A rabbit, when there is some big animal, he closes his eyes. He thinks there is no danger. That does not mean he is out of danger, he will witness. So simply by concocting that there is no life after death, will not be escaped.